Welcome to Do or Die.
The Master Series.
In top shape, in full fitness, you can do like a 5-minute mile, there or thereabouts. Under 17:20 for a 5K and also under 37 minutes for a 10K. But looking at your marathon equivalent, it doesn't quite match up to those shorter distances. Any particular reason you can think of? I'll be speaking to Sean, who I first met at a Southend Park run a few years back. A friendly nod progressed into a smile and then a raise of the right hand. I finally earned a handshake when I finished 8 seconds behind him, running under 18 minutes for the first time. I was informed by Sean about a weekly Leon C. Strider's track session and attended a few times before joining the running club a few weeks later. In this interview, Sean discusses the social and community impact of running, having contributed as a run director of Parkrun. We also look at Sean's running goal, having just turned half a century, why he underperformed in a marathon, and whether this was the reason for travelling to a London hotel to corner Eliud Kipchoge, the greatest marathoner of all time.
There was one marathon where I was really in good shape and I've done quite a lot of training. 4 weeks out, I went on a training run with a couple of friends and I was feeling great. It got to about 16 miles and I thought, instead of dialing it in, thinking conserve it for the race day, I thought this feels great, let's just go with it. So I think for the last 8 miles of the 24-mile training run, I was going about 30 seconds quicker than marathon pace,
Right.
or even quicker. Fast forward to marathon day, I was spent.
Since becoming 50, what would you say has been any noticeable differences physically or mentally in your 10 plus years of running or so?
I think runners are a bit of a strange breed because when you get older you don't actually mind that so much because you see it as a new challenge. You go to a new age category and you think, well, what can I do in this age category? So for example, last year, the Southend 10K, I looked at the winning times of the V50 because I knew that would be my first race as a 50-year-old, and it wouldn't have been easy, but I would target in that race to be in the top 3, maybe the top 1 to win the whole V50. Like I say, it wouldn't have been easy, it would have been a PB, but that was something I was determined to train towards. And I'm still at a young 50.
A couple of the guys from our running club believe that you have graceful running form. Did you work on it, or is this just something that has just come to you naturally?
Yeah, I mean that's I didn't know that at all. To be honest with you, and I see a lot of people running. I think they're a lot more graceful than me. I just try and relax when I run, and it's not intentional. It's just the style I've got. I don't. Like I say, I've seen people out there running quicker than me and with a better style than me. I feel.
That's fair enough. Okay, you're very modest. If it was me, I would have milked it myself. An active member with regard to the parkrun community, and several times I've seen you there as a race director. So can you explain what that kind of role entails and also what the ethos of parkrun is with regards to the community?
The run starts at 9, but you usually get there about 8 to set up the finish funnel,
Yeah.
and then there's always the stalwarts there who will set up the rest of the course. and then the volunteers start coming in, and you've got the clipboard to allocate them the roles they've got.
Yeah.
So you've got the timers, the barcode scanners, the marshals, and the finished tokens, and people getting their finished tokens. So you're responsible for giving out those roles. Fast people turn up. I think the course record's like 14 something minutes of park run.
14:15.
14:15. Is it you?
No, it's not me. I wish it was.
But it's not just aimed at
Yeah.
the front of the field. It's aimed at everyone. And when you're run director or any marshal or volunteer there, you'll see the quick ones come through, and you'll see the ones not so quick coming through.
3 weeks ago or so, he went and did 17:40 or something, which pissed me right off. I'll tell you why. Because that means he's got a better PB than me.
You'll see them building confidence, you see them, they're probably fitter for it, but it's a mental health thing as well,
Yeah.
which I think at the moment, unfortunately, park run not going ahead is hitting a lot of people hard, where they might not see too many people, so 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning is usually a great time for them to get out and mix. It's very hard to come away not feeling positive. He's got such a positive vibe that when people leave, I mean, that's the other good thing, by 10, 10:30, people have had their exercise for the day, they're feeling better because the endorphins have kicked in, and you've still got the rest of the day. Now we've got 2 people on the stopwatches, but at that time we only had 1.
Right.
And it was, I can't remember if it was a woman or a man, and she or he forgot to start it at the start of the race. So at the start of the run, I'd say, marks get set, go, and then you're meant to press the positive start. Or she or he forgot to start it.
Yeah.
And when the first one came through, I thought, oh, that was quick. What time was that? And she said, 17 seconds.
You've got a photograph with Eliud Kipchoge, the world record holder marathon. So how did that come about?
Where I work, they represent the Kenyan Tourist Board. So every year they get the marathon runners to come to our work for lunch. This particular day, an hour went past, 2 hours went past, 3 hours went past, no marathon runners. The Kenyan ambassador was there. He got on the microphone to say they won't be turning up. We heard a rumour, not too sure how true it was, that one of the agents heard about the lunch and tried to get a few more extra quid out of the occasion. So basically they didn't turn up, so that was it. No meeting Kipchoge, that was it. Next day, went to work. A woman in work who was sort of very persuasive. She rang me up and said, I know where he's staying, I know what hotel he's in, I've got contact with his agent. We can have 15 minutes with him if we leave now. Went down to the hotel. She said, you guard the lifts, I'll guard the stairs, make sure he doesn't leave. After about half an hour he appears from the lift, gives us about 2 or 3 minutes of his time,